This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.
In postseason football, you need to find that extra gear. On FanDuel, it's called playoff mode. Flipping the switch on the FanDuel app can flip the script on the entire season. Big boosts, more rewards than ever. And introducing Drive SGP, an entirely new way to live parlay any drive and bet at the speed of football. This season, everyone makes the playoffs, and FanDuel is making them even more awesome. Turn on playoff mode, only on FanDuel.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus and present in select states. First online real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com.
Hoppy was different class. Artistic licence on the grass. Off the pitch, tough as boots. Revelled in his Brummy roots. Wore the shirt, his royal blue. Lived the dream that came true. A warrior in every way, a joy to watch Hoppy play. One of us hates to lose, a cult hero of the blues.
Tell us about the young Robert Hopkins, what we don't know, the bits we don't know. What about your early life around these parts, growing up in schools and things?
Where shall I start? I was born in Smallheath, Medina Road. Was it Asda now? Less than a mile to the Blues ground. Moved to Hall Green when I was about 6 or 7. Lakey Lane, Pitmaster, and I went to Pitmaster School. Obviously, 4 brothers, 3 sisters, all mad Blues fans. My dad took us down the games. Or sometimes you get a rogue, a black sheep of the family. Yeah. We still haven't got that name. My brothers, sisters, they're all married to Blues or boyfriends, girlfriends. So Pitmaster, left school at 14, or I think I was chucked out of school at 14, one or the other. But the maddest thing is, I had trials for Blues, Villa, Coventry. I had trials for everyone. And I ended up signing for the Villa. At the time, I wasn't really. I went to a big...
Is that your first professional contract?
Well, it was an apprentice.
You had to sit in that changing room and put that shirt on.
Yeah, but tell them what you had underneath it, Rob.
No, before that, I wasn't expelled, but I was chucked out of school. I had to leave early. I wasn't expelled, but... Yeah. So, Blues and that, because a lot of teams didn't want to know me because I wasn't the best behaved person in the world. So Villa said, come to us, we'll have you. To be honest, that was brilliant. They used to give you tracksuits, looked after you, give you expenses. I asked my dad for advice. He said, sod off, son. Don't be stupid. But in the end, it made sense just to, I was playing football. And then, as you say, I played for Villa, went in the change room, I always had something blue and white on me.
Did all the other team members know that?
Yeah. When you're 14, they don't care because you're a kid. I had my Blues bag, scarf. I played 3 times. 1 full appearance and 2 substitutes.
What about that day when you made your full appearance and you're having to pull that shirt on?
Okay. Well, I was playing for the reserves for years. you got to remember, at 14 I was playing, but I always had something Blues. I made sure. My dad said, make sure you always. But and I was playing for Villa reserves. Who used to kick off at 2:00. So we played a game, so I always got to the second half of the Blues anyway. So we'd finish early, so I'd get changed quick and watch the second half of the Blues. But anyway, I was only, my first debut was 17. It was before Villa won the European Cup and all. 1978. I nearly said we then. They played Norwich. I nearly said we then. Played Norwich and they Ron Saunders said, Bronso's mate, he said, you sub tonight. There was only 1 sub, I think. In them days.
Probably was, yeah. I think there was 1 sub in them days, yeah.
So I couldn't take a Blues bag. I couldn't, because I'm in the foot, So what I did, I got there and got changed, and I had this little World Ball bag, So I put the shirt on, so I put this badge underneath. And so we played Norwich. I came on a substitute. Last minute, this is in the World Book of Records. 1 touch, scored. Yeah, I scored for Villa. So, what it was the last minute, so... Villa were winning 1-0. Yeah. So I scored this goal, and it was 2-0, and then it was my only touch, and then the full-time whistle went. So what I did, I went like that, it looked like the shirt, but I've kissed my Blues badge, haven't I? So in those days, there wasn't Twitter and none of that, so Villa fans
Probably.
There was a rumour I was a Blues fan. But all Villa fans thought, he must be a Villa fan. He's kissed his shirt. But I've got this Blues badge, haven't I? No, I've kissed it. So it got round. The pressure took off me a bit because everybody was saying, he must be a Villa fan. He's kissed his shirt. But I was kissing my badge. Little did they know. And like that made it really good, that made it acceptable. I've just kissed my Blues badge, scored and whatever.
And then your other games, Rob, you...
Well, I was subbed the week after against Stoke.
And then Notts County.
That was a while after Notts County. So I was subbed the week after against Stoke. And Villa lost 2-0, which was a shame, I can't remember. I played against Notts County. I can't remember how long afterwards it was.
Yeah.
It was a while afterwards, so... It was after Ron Saunders, Tony Barton took charge.
Okay.
I think it was a year after they won the league. And played this Notts County game. And I'm actually starting my first game. So, I've played the game, got my Blues badge on as usual. Villa were losing 4-0. But what happened, you've been to Notts County in the old days, the away fans used to go in the corner.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
So Villa 4-0 down. So I'm taking the corner. It's the first corner we had, I think, all the game. So went over to take the corner, but there must have been a tussle or something before, and my Blues badge had come out. It had kind of,
exposed itself.
They had these V-shirt. I used to put it in to hide it, but it had come out like, so you could see it easy. So I went over to take this corner, and I heard some Villa fans, he's got a Blues badge on! and everybody's, and there was nearly a riot. The corner, it was the last minute. I don't know what happened to the corner, but we was off.
Yeah.
And after there was punch-ups in the corner, all of us trying to get onto the pitch and all this. But the old badge. But needless to say, that was my one and only full game for them. But the badge. That's in the record books. That goal.
Brilliant. Yeah.
It's against Norwich. Kevin Keelan was in goal. Yeah.
He was decent.
It was one time. I was only on the pitch 30 seconds. Scored and. That was it.
Lama?
So it can't be beat, really, So. But it was good because I kissed the badge and all. Yeah. He can't be a Blues fan. He's kissing the badge.
Well, they found out a few years after that what he was kitching was his Birmingham City badge. Lama.
Kerbs is alright. I like to think Blues got the best deal.
I think they definitely did.
I like to think so. Kerbs is a good player, wasn't he?
Yeah.
I don't know how many games he played for Villa or whatever, but he was a good player. He did well for the Blues, didn't he? To be honest.
It's not that often that you see the divide, the players crossing the divide.
Derbyshire was the last one.
Was it?
There was a lot of the times when Ron Saunders moved over, there was a lot.
We've had a number from Villa.
It was the Ron Saunders thing he took over.
Did Tony Reese come as well, didn't he?
He had Des Bremner went over, Dave Geddes.
Yeah.
There was quite a few. Tony Morley.
Yeah.
But they didn't care about it. They were Villa people.
Yeah.
Well, my first game was 1966, and my dad in the Cup, as usual. And, people say it's not true that they carried you down, but I was actually carried, in the top corner in the Tilton, I was actually carried all the way down.
Yeah.
And it's a thing that you never forget,
Just pretty scary.
It was a night game, and you see all the smoke coming, all the flat caps in them days, but in them days, I sat. You remember you could sit by the side?
Yes.
There was a bit of gravel.
Yeah.
There was the pitch, the grass.
Yes.
And then there was about that much gravel.
Whereabouts
was this?
Where the team men used to
The
walk
cup
around.
side.
In the cup.
Yeah.
Side.
And you get the team men selling programmes and all that.
Yeah.
But
With the white coat on.
You used to be able to sit on that gravel. That's where I used to sit when we
All the
dad
kids used to do that, didn't they?
Yes, very much so, yeah.
Great it was.
Okay, so you then get signed up for Blues. Now you've got a real shirt on, a proper shirt, one that you'd want to wear. Sitting in the dressing room, what was your first game?
Notts County again.
Okay.
Amazing. Notts County.
Was that home or away?
At home. But I couldn't. But it wouldn't sink in that I'd type of Blues. Right. I was phoning people. It was like a dream.
Yeah.
That was the most scariest day. Walking out the Blues. I got 120 tickets, I think. Not to there was only 150 there.
Watch me score within a minute.
But that was a good crowd. But it was Notts County. I always remember it, and I always remember my first touch. It was a header, bounced up, headed it, and there was a big roar. And the Blues fans were on my side straight away. Unbelievable.
Absolutely.
Because I knew
the passion.
I like to think I'm a one-off, because I used to go to every single game. And this header, and there was a massive roar, and straight from then I felt great. And Blakey was there anyway after, because
felt at home.
So I mean, to be fair, I remember Hoppy when he come to say Kerb's decent player, and this young boy that come with a bit of a reputation. and we knew that he was a Blues fan. And as I say, it was like it wasn't long until we took Hoppy to our hearts because we knew that he was one of us. And you know, if you could play any game that's ever been played in the history of football, what game would you play?
I'd play that game again, my first Blues game. Yeah. It was amazing. You could never put that into words. You used to have to walk past a D club and everybody's having a drink and all my mates are going,
and I promise you,
passing the beer over.
In that D club, all up his life. I tell you what, they prop the bar up every weekend.
Oh, I'd have that game. You know, I'll never forget that first.
But again, that, you know, out of all the players that's ever played for Birmingham, Hoppy has got to be the most passionate footballer that we've ever had. One of us that's wore our shirts.
You know, people say they're supporters. I mean, I was at Hillsborough in 1972.
Yeah, 72
Leeds. 3-0 we lost Leeds.
Yeah, 72.
We played in the red and white, didn't we? I was there at Hillsborough. I was there at Main Road. First time I ever seen my dad cry. Yeah, so you know, I'm proper. Everybody knows I'm proper. I'm not, you know, Mickey Mouse plastic.
What's your badge inside your shirt today?
Not today, no. I got a tattoo, Blues tattoo.
Have you not?
It's Birmingham, England. I'd say I'm proper Blues, but when Ron Saunders done the early 80s team, they was turned into Blues fans. They loved the club, the supporters, and the team, the camaraderie. You know, Ron Saunders used to say, "I want a team who I can be in the trenches with."
Yeah,
you know, in Iraq or whatever, and he got one. We wasn't the best playing team in the world. But nobody had that muscles. We was brilliant. And after a game, all 11 would be in the pub, not one or two, all 11, and nobody was allowed to go home until next day.
And I tell you what, seriously,
it was proper.
I can vouch for that because I used to work at Faces at the time, and I often. You know, I used to work in the D club and serve Hoppy to his. And then at the end of the night, there's Hoppy over the bar and I'm putting the shutters up and all the players used to be up there. There were a team on the pitch and there were a team off the pitch and I think that's what Ron Saunders gave you, didn't he?
And I don't care what you say, that was I wouldn't say the hardest, probably it's probably right, but it's the hardest squad of players that you'll ever get. Mick Arthur went to Wimbledon.
I mean, how hard was Mick Arthur?
He called them Pussycats compared to the Blues. So.
I mean, in that team, we'd got Blakey,
Tony
Coton, Howard Gale, yourself.
Pat Van Den Hooy.
Oh, I mean, he was a psycho, wasn't he, Pat?
That was his name, Psycho.
Yeah, Psycho Pat.
Who does Hoppy class as the best player he's played alongside and against?
It's always difficult, man. You could say, you know, players, but I like to say best forward or best defender or best. But as you say, Mick Arthur, easily Mick. He was a great player, but he was the hardest player as well. And the best defender, Mark Dennis, easily. Mark was brilliant. And the goalkeeper was difficult because I played with Tony Coton and Dave Seaman.
Right.
But Dave Seaman let in the goal against Altrincham.
Yes.
Yeah, we were going to talk about that.
I'm coming to that one in a minute.
1986.
About 1 o'clock in the morning, I said, "You'll never make it, you, Dave. It's your fault."
I mean, that was a.
How old would he have been then?
He not long come from Peterborough, hadn't he?
Is it Peterborough?
Yeah.
Or was it Leeds?
No, I thought he'd come from Peterborough. Did he go Leeds, Peterborough, Birmingham?
I'm picking Tony Coton because he didn't embarrass me.
Oh, exactly. Mind you, I mean, Tony Coton, what a goalkeeper he was. I'd say Coton. Brilliant. If I was to name my all-time Blues, I mean, Jeff Whelans was a great
Jeff
goalkeeper.
Whelans. Jim Blythe was there when I started. Jim Blythe, he was a good keeper, yeah.
Well, Jeff was in goal for Altrincham that night.
Yeah, but it was just one of those things that I kind of took it, and then I just kind of in those days you could pass it back. And that, you know, Dave Seaman, I think he just slipped, didn't he? You know, bloody it is. He was put on the right boots. But it was the most embarrassing night of my life. I did go to some pub and didn't come out because it was actually on the front page of the Evening Mail, not the back. Nightmare. It was on the front page, so. But that is why I love Blues fans. I played the next game. Anybody else would be dead scared. But they were brilliant to me. Give me a round of applause and everything. That was brilliant. Just say, you know, they should have slaughtered Dave Seaman a bit more.
Well, I mean, what was it? It was a third round. It was a replay, wasn't it? Because it was a night game.
It wasn't a replay. We hadn't played them before.
Was it a Saturday? Was it late?
No, it was a night game, but it wasn't a replay.
And it got cancelled then,
definitely
the first one, yeah.
We hadn't played it, Altrincham, definitely.
Yeah.
But the strangest thing is, because couple of years ago, I had a letter off Altrincham Supporters Club inviting me to their 25th anniversary of beating the
goal.
Yeah, they invited me to, no, I did not. No. I don't think they did have one. I think they was taking a mickey. I don't think they actually had a do. But they sent me this invitation, which was fair play. It was quite funny.
But that was a mad. I mean, there was, what was it, about 6,000 as well then that night, wasn't there? The gate was really low, and to be honest, all the Altrincham players, they all come in the D club. I don't remember you lot coming in the D club that night, but I remember Jeff Whelans and the rest of them. And to be fair, I had to serve them. You know, it was probably, I would say probably that was Birmingham's darkest hour. Wasn't it? You know, to get beat to Altrincham in a cup game.
Equivalent to a Premier League team. We was first division.
But even so, like in them days, as Rob says, you know, we were a first division team.
It was almost every year, though, doesn't it? You know, you get one.
Yeah, but not particularly like that. The death knell was sounding at Birmingham in them days.
Didn't Kidderminster beat us a couple of years later?
They did, but I think we were in a better position, to be fair. Well, that was 1993. I mean, Sullivan and Gold had just fought them, and you know, we were on the up, whereas the Altrincham game, we were definitely on a slide down. I mean, we got relegated that season, Rob, didn't we?
Yeah.
Last
I don't think
season
we won another game after that.
No, I don't think we did.
It just destroyed us.
Oh, it was awful. Then were deep, dark days
Tell me about them.
for Birmingham City. Dark days. I mean, things are bad and things are tight and all the rest of it now, but I think in them days it was awful. Them were the days of Ken Weldon, I think, had took over the club at that time.
Well, look at the state of the stadium then as well. Though.
Oh God, it was desperate. It was desolate. You know, it was awful. You know, with all the bits and pieces and all the, you know, the bad things and that Sullivan and Gold, they did do an awful lot of good for Birmingham City. Through the Football Foundation, they built 3 parts of the football ground, and they did resurrect it. Okay, who knows what's around the corner at Birmingham City?
In a minute.
Well, he's jump on turned up. He turned up in a Jaguar and a big cigar, didn't he? I remember that now.
Basildon.
Yeah, he just wasn't right for the Blues, was
Mind
he?
you, he signed you for Shrewsbury as well a few years later, didn't he?
130,000 he sold you for, didn't he?
165 to where did I go?
You went Man City.
Man City.
Man City, and then you went.
I went to Man City.
West Brom, didn't you?
Man City.
Not long after.
And Man City were broke at the time. They were struggling financially. Big Star. Yeah.
So you come back to Blues at 89?
88.
Well, I went to Man City. I went to West Brom after that, didn't I?
You scored because there was an infamous incident, one that we've talked about, and you know, with Birmingham City supporters going, Hoppy come and scored a goal against the Blues.
Oh, for the album?
Yeah, remember when you celebrated? But tell us the story of that, because it ain't as simple as that, is it, mate?
Well, it never is it?
No, it never is.
We played. I don't know why. It was a Sunday morning, and Roger. I remember Roger Hansbury was in goal for the Blues.
Yeah.
But West Brom won. I think it's 4-0. And I actually scored 2.
Yeah.
And I didn't celebrate the first one, but the second one, I celebrated because nobody knows. All during the game, I was taking corners for West Brom in this corner. And there was this bloke, he's about 18, and he kept on spitting at me and throwing things at me and bottles and I don't know what I've done to him.
Yeah.
And he actually spat right on me. Remember, the fencing was still there?
Yeah.
And he spat right in my face. And actually, just as he's done it, I actually scored this goal. So I celebrated, but I celebrated to him.
Yeah.
To this one bloke. So afterwards, he got round, Hoppy can't be that much of a Blues fan. He celebrated.
Yeah.
But it wasn't celebrating the goal. It was this bloke who I'd love to have gone over the fence.
And smashed.
And give him a smack. But he got round afterwards. He can't be that much of a Blues fan. He's celebrating and that.
Yeah.
But it was nothing to do with, you know, Blues. It was just this one bloke, which I'd love to see him again. But you know, but as you say, that's got round. You know, they were celebrating. But I didn't. I'm just this one bloke. I was trying to get hold of him. So, well, the second time, Gary Pendry signed me back. Him and Bomber Browne. He signed me deadline day from the Albion. So I went back. I thought I'll go back to the Blues. I'm the only person that went back for less money. A lot less money because it was the Blues. I had 2 years on my contract at Albion. I thought, you know, I'll go back where I'm supposed to be. But the saying's right, never go back. It was the club. The first day I went back, we was training on the car park. And we had to put coats down as goals, and I'm thinking, what? I swear to God. And then it was 1 o'clock, and the factories had the dinner, and they come over and joined in the father side. All the factory lads. I mean, we had one ball. It was complete shout. I thought, what's going on? And I think the first game, I think there was 6,000 there, or 7,000.
Yeah, it would have been about that in them days.
And I thought, what have I come back? What's happened to my club?
Yeah.
But it got better gradually. As I say, did we get relegated? Gary Pendry left, and Bomber Browne was his number 2. I remember that. And I think Lou took over after that.
Dave McKay won it.
Dave McKay would have been in the mix there somewhere.
Was he before Lou? I think
he was blimey. Yeah, he was definitely before. It was Pendry, McKay, and then Lord Louis and Terry Cooper and Barry.
Dave McKay, you'd think he'd be, as a player, he'd be a great manager.
Well, he did win the championship, didn't he, for Derby? Yeah. But that was really Brian Clough's team.
He was just so boring. He was, he put you to sleep.
What were your managers like?
No, he was just there, and he had no intensity about him.
Did he join in the training? Was he?
No, not at all. Never got shorts on his life.
Blimey.
I think somebody said because he used to. Well, I don't know if he used to like it, but he'd been in Saudi Arabia for years as well.
Oh, okay.
And he just used to sit there watching, never ever join in, never ever. And like, you got team talks, he boys to death. He was absolutely. You'd think Dave McKay, his reputation, wouldn't you?
Absolutely, yeah, absolute legend of the game.
He was absolutely boring.
Oh right. So who was the most charismatic manager that you?
Well, I love Ron Saunders. Yeah. He had a reputation hard as now. He was.
Yeah.
But he'd get you in the dressing room and he'd tell you a joke. He was so different. But as soon as the press were there or something, he'd be, we used to do the running with a haversack, like an arm on our backs, and, it was a sergeant major. But as soon as you got him in the change room, he was good as gold. He's funny as anything. And he signed me 3 times, so he knows a good player. Oh, this is a story. When Lou McCarthy was in charge, wasn't he? So we get to our first cup final for 40 years.
Since 56.
Where do we stay? Reading University, to save money. Right. Reading University we stayed. No tellies. We went in his room, no tellies. There was nothing. It was just a single, it was university, because I was on holiday, and there was one bed there, and nothing. First final for years, 40,000 Blues.
Yeah.
And we're at Reading University. So what we did, the day before the game, he said, well, this is 8 of the players that are going to play. This is the team. He said, there's 2 places left. He said, so whoever runs round this pitch 3 times the quickest,
you're joking.
He's playing.
That's how we picked the other 2 players?
Yeah. So Dean Peel won. And I come last round. So. I swear to God, we tried.
What a way to pick a team.
And he was a good idea. He said, the quickest 2 rounds.
That is a joke.
But I didn't like Lou McCarthy one little round.
Really? What was he like? What didn't you like about Lou?
It was just run.
Really?
And he's on the radio now, and he talks all this about football, tactics and that. And when he was at the Blues, he just make you run up and down non-stop. That was it.
Did you never see a ball rubbing your second time he went
not
to
with
Birmingham?
Lou McCarthy, not really. And I was getting on a bit then as well.
Yeah.
So I was, the old fitness was starting to go, and too much of the old pop was catching up on me.
Who were the characters in that dressing room there in the 91 group? So I mean, in the 80s, there were a team of characters, a team of captains. In the 90s, what were the guys? They were quite a young team as well, weren't they? Gailey was there, wasn't he?
Yeah, Big Gailey scored the goals. You had Vince Overson.
Yeah. So, what did he have for breakfast that day?
Who?
John Gale to score them 2 goals.
Oh, I tell you, John, he was a colossus, wasn't he?
Great goal.
Oh. That overhead kick is one of the best.
I bet he hasn't scored one. Simon Sturridge was sub, wasn't he? He went on, Simon Sturridge.
No, Sturridge started, didn't he?
He started.
Sturridge and Gailey played up front because he played the ball. We won 3-2, didn't Gailey? Didn't he? He flicked a ball through, and Simon scored the first goal. Is my memory right there?
No, he flicked it through.
Or was it the other way?
I think, didn't he?
I'm pretty sure. It's like almost a generation ago, and it's such a long time ago. And without looking,
you might have put me on for 10 seconds just to. The thing is, we did the the open bus stop thing.
Oh, tell us about that.
On the Monday.
Yeah, but you was late, weren't you?
Oh, I've been out.
I've
been out all night, hadn't I? So no. I'm in the pub, where McDonald's is.
The watering hole, wasn't it?
The watering hole. This is I'm in there from the night before, 10 o'clock in the morning, And all of a sudden, I'm looking at him, and the coaches are going past. I said, I'm supposed to be on there. It was a team coach who had gone from the ground. So I legged it outside, running up the road. I said to a couple, I'm supposed to be on there. He says, of course you are, son. Yeah. And if it wasn't for Simon Sturridge and somebody else saying he's supposed to be here, they wouldn't have let me on, so I had to leg it to actually get on the team bus.
Mind you, it's fair to say, if you'd have run as quick to get that team bus as you did round Reading, you might have started.
There you go.
Cracker.
Oh,
Cracker.
It's just surprised me how it was just, it's all physical running. There was nothing tactical whatsoever. I mean, and you listen to him on the radio now. He's brilliant. Tactical, what Man United have done on that.
Yeah.
I wish he'd have done that when, he was with us. Tried to help us tactical-wise instead of just trying to kill us, running marathons.
How much of a difference as a player does that make up? When you're in there, the team talks. And
well, you want to feel wanted.
Yeah.
Players like kids, don't they?
Yeah.
If manager just said, go and run up there.
Yeah.
You want to say, you want managers. Well, I think Redknapp's probably brilliant at it, looking at.
Yeah.
You're brilliant. You want to. John Bond used to, be honest, you're brilliant, you're great. And that's what players want to hear, a bit of confidence. And not go and run round the pitch 25 times.
Yeah. Well, that's why my football career never took off.
You couldn't kick a ball in anger. That's why
I don't think it could happen now. The game's changed so much. I don't think you don't run around pitches anymore up hills. It's all ball work, and it's completely changed. The game's completely changed.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, it is a game of football, ain't it? And you need to introduce the ball into training. I mean, if all you can do is run uphill and down dale, you might as well go and have an athletic side.
Saying that about the coach thing as well. After we won.
This is Ayo Akinwolere from the Athletic FC podcast. Buying a car should be exciting, not exhausting. And if you're looking for a gleaming SUV to replace your old banger, or you're taking the plunge and going electric, the good news is you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader. Really. Just go to autotrader.com and get picky. Search through dealer listings for the make, model, colour and the features that matter to you. Then just drop in your info and you'll see all the cars that fit your budget. Really. Once you've found the car of your dreams, you can have it delivered to your driveway, or you can pick it up at the dealership. Really. So buy your next car entirely online on AutoTrader. Head to autotrader.com or search the AutoTrader app.
Here at Blue Apron, we know exactly how hectic school nights can be. That's why we created Assemble and Bake. Delicious one-pan meals that make family dinner simple. Just assemble the pre-chopped ingredients and put the pan in the oven to bake. Then you're free to help out with that last-minute diorama. Shop Assemble and Bake at BlueApron.com. Get 50% off your first 2 orders with code APRON50. Terms and conditions apply. Visit BlueApron.com/terms for more.
Wembley, 91.
Yeah.
The next day, we had the open top.
Yeah.
And one of the Kumars gave me a lift home. Said, what you written about next season, what we're going to do. And it was brilliant.
Yeah.
Talking about what we're going to do. So the Tuesday morning, I got a telegram saying, you're sacked.
Why again?
We don't want you no more.
So he'd picked
24 hours before he's saying, what you written next season?
Yeah, he picked your brains about all...
It was telegrams in them days.
Oh.
They give you
And he sold you this...
I've still got the telegram saying you are no longer wanted at the club.
Do you have any regrets about your football career?
Absolutely loads.
Yeah.
Absolutely loads. How long we got?
What's your biggest one?
Biggest one.
I hate to say, I shouldn't have gone back to the Blues.
Yeah.
No matter how much I love that club, the second time the Blues was just, it wasn't, it was a disaster, the old place. And my head done it. I've done it for less money.
Yeah.
I was at the Albion. I've done it for a lot less money, and you think it's the same all the time.
Yeah.
So, and I was upset, and but that was probably it. I couldn't believe it. I was just so shocked. I was in shock for ages.
You played all over the place as well. They even played you right back.
I played right back. I played every position one season, barring goal.
Yeah.
Blues. I went to. Did I go straight to Hong Kong? Yeah.
Shrewsbury first, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Shrewsbury. John Bond signed me at Shrewsbury, to be honest, yeah. And he signed me, and the first day, he signed me a 2-year contract. First day I went there, he said, don't know why I've signed you. He said, I don't know where to play. Because, as you said, Gabby, the years before, I'd played right back, left back, centre half. I didn't have a position, so he signed me. I think because Fred Davis was there at the time.
Yeah.
And Fred was okay. He said, I don't know what I've signed you. I don't know where I'm going to play you. So all this season, I played again, left back, right back, and I was all over the place. So at the end of the season, John Bunn said, I don't really need you because you haven't got a position.
Yeah.
So he said, go to Hong Kong if you want. And I thought, oh, great. So,
Didn't you think that was a bit extreme at the time? You
usually get sent to Coventry, don't you?
We don't want you to sign for any more Midlands clubs. Just go to Hong Kong.
Remember Jim Hagan? Jim Hagan, the
Irish lad, wasn't he?
He was over there. It was his connection.
Oh, okay.
And this team needed a forward. He said, whatever you do, don't say you're right back, left back, Sarah. You're a forward.
Yeah.
So I went to this Chinese stuff, and I got there, and I'm the biggest in the team, aren't I? So
They are as
I'm the tallest in the team. So.
You're in Siggich.
And it was absolutely brilliant. It was the best year I had a year there.
Oh, right.
But like getting into private things, I had a bit of woman trouble.
Yeah.
So I had to come back.
Yeah.
Which was somebody said, "What's the biggest mistake you've ever made?" I think forget the Blues one. I think that was. Because I had another year contract in Hong Kong, but I had a woman trouble there, so I had to come back. So I came back for 2 weeks and tried to get back again. And to be fair, I was honest. People in Hong Kong said you can't go home because I missed the semi-final. Because you can't go home and miss the semi-final. So they just told you sod off. But the funniest thing in Hong Kong, the first game we won, so they'd bring a brown envelope in, so you've won.
Right.
So there'd be $50 or so. So you've won a game, well done. Like they talk about gambling. So the third or fourth game we lost about 6-0. And they brought this envelope and it was about $200.
Oh, right.
We lost it. That was gambling, wasn't it? So obviously the owners had put us down to lose. So we got a bigger bonus to lose. So.
Well, they've always been a little bit like that, haven't they?
So it was a great little bit.
Allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly.
Yeah, the lights go out.
It was
as
an
well.
absolute brilliant place. I'd love to have stayed there. That was probably my biggest mistake, to be honest.
Oh, right. I mean, you played for Ron as well, didn't you?
He's the only manager who's made me captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, made me captain.
What was he like as a manager?
He's good fun. He's a joker. He's exactly the same as he comes across. He's exactly the same. So I don't know why they call him Big Ron. He's no bigger than me.
No, to be honest, I mean, he ain't that big, is he? Really? I mean, I've interviewed him a few times, and he's
great bloke.
Oh, tremendous! But I think it's more of his personality, isn't it? You know, and
that's
I think
why the Big Ron.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I'll have to read that one as well. I'm Pammy Anderson, the streaker up at Bolton. Do you remember?
I do actually. Yeah.
Go on then, Robert, elaborate on that.
What's your phone number again?
You just clip it on the end saying, did you fancy me? But
did you, Rob?
What's your phone number?
I think that's a yes.
I remember it well.
What does Hoppy feel about the atmosphere now compared to how it was back in the 80s and 90s?
It's just not there, is it? And you can't just say it's a Blues ground. It's every single ground, isn't it? Seating, whatever. I watched the Blues Villa game when we beat them 2-1 the other night. It's on the Blues archives thing. Aaron Gow scored. And the atmosphere, you could just hear it non-stop.
Absolutely
intense. Scary, wasn't it?
But then you get the Villa games, and it's back there. You know what I mean? I really missed the Villa. I've never missed a Blues Villa game. Never missed one. And it's back. The atmosphere's back then, isn't it? But you go down Millwall, it's never going to be the same. But people say it's just the Blues, but it's everywhere, isn't it?
It's the same.
I've got a question as well. If that's all right.
Yeah, of course. You carry on, mate.
What's the best team talk you've ever had, and who gave it?
That is a good question.
I think it was me probably just before we kicked in.
The most unusual, can I say the most unusual? I was saying to Gabby earlier, when Muhammad Ali, he opened the centre in Birmingham.
Yes.
Remember?
I remember. He went to Warwick. He went to Warwick as well at the same time. So.
And he came in the dressing room.
Late 70s, was it?
It must have been after that.
No, it's got to be 80s.
It must be 80s,
right. About 83 onwards.
But all of a sudden, he walks in the dressing room. Muhammad, what more inspiration do you want?
Yeah.
And he tried to give a talk. He's slurring a bit, even then. But just for him to be there. But that's the most, Muhammad. I've got his signature somewhere. But team talks, whatever. Ron Saunders always done it individual. He never give a he's come to. Everybody's different, but some of the most. Well, I mean, Dave McCarthy would just bored you to death, to be honest.
Yeah.
So people can drag on and drag on and drag on, but sometimes I watch that. The Liverpool one.
This is Ayo Akinwolere from the Athletic FC podcast. Buying a car should be exciting, not exhausting. And if you're looking for a gleaming SUV to replace your old banger, or you're taking the plunge and going electric, the good news is you can buy your car completely online on AutoTrader. Really. Just go to autotrader.com and get picky. Search through dealer listings for the make, model, colour and the features that matter to you. Then just drop in your info and you'll see all the cars that fit your budget. Really. Once you've found the car of your dreams, you can have it delivered to your driveway, or you can pick it up at the dealership. Really. So buy your next car entirely online on AutoTrader. Head to autotrader.com or search the AutoTrader app.
That was a bit uninspiring,
I've
wasn't it?
never seen that, to be fair, that
Did you,
programme.
what's it, the Liverpool manager?
Yeah, it's
really uninspiring now. But every manager's different, I mean, I used to take no notice anyway.
I was going to say
you
that.
Just blank off and just...
Because, when you're just ready, there's a few minutes to, you're going out and you're focusing, you're getting into the zone. Are you really listening to what people are saying, or are you just blanking, they're like ready to go on the pitch?
You don't listen, but I think a lot of them now have the old head things on that they listen to.
Really?
Yeah. So I think they just do their own bits now.
So even if the manager is foreign, it don't make that much difference because no one's listening anyhow.
Yeah, it's a good question, but the weirdest one was Muhammad Ali coming in.
And also, what's the best piece of advice you've ever been given?
Never wear a Villa shirt. The best one is full time. The day Villa beat us 1-0 at Villa Park.
Yeah.
Peter Weave scored. It was the day Steve McMahon.
Yeah.
He didn't break Broad's leg, but Broad's never played again after that. He never played. So that was we lost 1-0. I think it was a penalty.
Blakey missed the penalty, didn't he?
Blakey missed the penalty. I mean, we must be struggling. Blakey's taking penalties. I mean, we must be struggling for players. So full time there's loads of punch-ups going on in the kitchen. And at Villa Park, you have to go upstairs to the change room. So the Villa players are going up, we're kicking them, and so they went in the change room, and we're going in the change rooms. We're going mad. We are, and then they're locking themselves in the toilets and everything. It was complete mayhem. I mean, these days, you'd be complete. You'd be cameraed, wouldn't you?
Without a doubt, you'd be up on it.
But we was in their change room.
All of you.
All of us, all the Blues lads, because Broads have been stretching off.
Yeah, I know.
Steve McMahon, it was a really bad... Broads was never the same after that.
No. Because a lot of us fans, we thought that was the one that finished Broad's career, but Kev was in the studio and he told us that it wasn't.
No, he played again.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. But that was, that was an awful challenge. Yeah. And I mean, that was the first trial by television. Do you remember
that? He got booked.
I can't remember, but what I do remember, in front of us, we were all in the Whitton end, and McMahon had come over to shake Noel Blake's hand, and Blakey nutted him and put him down, didn't he?
Yeah. And McMahon said something about his... it's a story, allegedly.
Yeah, but then Blakey nutted him, and then Gary Newman
Gary Newman...
They had to give the video evidence.
Carried on up the steps and into their change rooms again. So we was in Villa's change rooms for there after...
What do you think of the modern game and today's players? How long do you think you would have lasted in today's game?
I wouldn't have lasted very long. Most of the players wouldn't. It's a completely different game. It's not like Kevin Broad's tackle.
Yeah.
Steve McMahon didn't even get booked.
Yeah.
I mean, you get done for GBH in them days and they'll let you off. Well, you have to adapt to the game, man.
Oh yeah, I mean your suspensions for a start, Rob. You always had more points than the Blues, didn't you, by Christmas?
They used to give you 4 points.
Yeah.
If you was booked, so sent off was 6 points or something. And the one season they used to send you the bookings through by post. The one season I was working out, I had 40 odd points, and the Blues only had 32. I was in Europe.
Oh dear.
But it's only like the players. I mean, one thing I've said to you going before. One thing I hate is people kiss the badge. Proper supporters don't like. I mean, the most important thing is not the name of the player on the back. It's the badge on the front.
Yeah.
But also in touching back in, as it was back then, you had a broken leg, didn't you, against Bournemouth? And, I mean, what kind of...
Well,
they never looked after you.
I broke my leg and
I just managed to let them go at you.
from the back. But I didn't get straight. Two stewards carried me off, and I went in the change room. No doctor, nothing. I'd broken my leg, and I said, "What do I do?" They said, the physio went back to watch the game. So I'm sitting there with a broken leg. My mate come in. I said, "What should I do?" I had to get a taxi to the hospital. I've got a broken leg. I'm still in my kit. So I went to Birmingham Hospital.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Still in my kit.
Yeah.
And they said, "Can't fix your leg. They haven't paid the bill, the Blues." So I had to come back and get a letter saying we'll pay you. Went back again. They said, "Well, they owe us. We can't do your leg." So I went to NHS and got it done there. 4 hours I waited.
I mean, but again, when you're asking the question,
they wouldn't fix my leg because the Blues hadn't paid the bill.
The game back then to the game now, there is such a disparity. But I mean, we're talking with Hoppy then, like.
So I ended up, I think, at East Birmingham or something, like a footballer.
Imagine that now.
4 hours.
You sit in the East Birmingham and like Nathan Redmond comes in. It's just a ridiculous situation of how players back then.
They just left me.
And also now, since you've left the game, you're in the Blues legends and stuff, and Broads and Tom have looked after you.
That's the biggest honour of my life.
Yeah.
I got voted into that. I mean, when you think the club's been going 135 years, how many players had? Thousands.
Yeah.
And there's 18 photos in the club's legends lane, and I'm one of them.
Yeah.
One of 18, and thousands of brilliant players.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of crap players as well.
Yeah.
But like the honour when my picture's on there,
But
I can't believe it when I see it.
I mean, you're right, Rob. I mean, thousands of players, but not many that showed us your passion.
Well, I was never the best player in the world.
Yeah.
I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Every game, I'd give your best. That's all you should ask for.
And that's all fans want.
That's it. Yeah.
That's all we ask for. And it go on there, wear our shirt, and do it for us. And Hoppy always did.
The thing that gets me when I meet people, say, "Oh, you're an ex-footballer." Everybody thinks I'm loaded,
Yeah. So
ex-footballer.
go on then. Be straight. What was the most you ever took from a game?
£500 a week.
£500. There you go.
When I went to Man City, £500 a week.
Yeah.
That's the most I've ever.
Most you went to Blues?
I was on 400 first time, or 350, but I took a cut the second time from West Brom. I was on 500 at Man City, 500 at West Brom, and I went to Blues for about 400, but they said you can have a win bonus for 100 to match it up. But I never got that win bonus. That's a big mistake, in the win bonus.
Yeah, and then playing you right back.
But £500 a week, yeah. To be honest, 1981, 82, 83.
That wasn't decent amount of money.
I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining whatsoever.
Not at all.
So £500 a week was a lot of money in there.
Yeah. They're getting £70,000-80,000 just as squad players.
I wouldn't change a thing anyway.
No, I've never heard any player that would change, because you played in the right, in an age where football was pure and we could relate.
Well, on my deathbed, I played for the club 11 years.
In postseason football, you need to find that extra gear. On FanDuel, it's called playoff mode. Flipping the switch on the FanDuel app can flip the script on the entire season. Big boosts, more rewards than ever. And introducing Drive SGP, an entirely new way to live parlay any drive and bet at the speed of football. This season, everyone makes the playoffs, and FanDuel is making them even more awesome. Turn on playoff mode. Only on FanDuel.
New customers bet $5 and get $300 in bonus bets if you win. 21 plus and present in select states. First online real money wager only. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit rg-help.com.
This podcast is proud to be part of the TalkSport Fan Network. TalkSport. Powered by fans.